Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of CryptoCoin on my video podcast where I discuss everything related to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies in general, and blockchain technology. Today we're going to go through the markets, we're going to look at the news, of course, we're going to see what's happening with Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the major currencies. There's a lot to wrap up. Also, I have to select 3 winners of my giveaway, my Cobo Vault tokens, 250 tokens giveaway. So this is all happening. The giveaway will be at the end of this video, so make sure that you stay until the end. Now let's get started. Okay, so we're ready, and before I start though, let me say thank you to the sponsors of this video. Cobo Vault. This is a brand new community-driven lending platform. It is based in Ohio, USA, and it aims to decentralize the borrowing and lending industry with the use of blockchain technology. The Cobo Vault platform allows borrowers to get access to hassle-free capital approved, voted and supported by a community treasury in order to get any size loan without the oversight of a bank. They have a pre-sale right now of the native token, which is already open, and you can find all of the details about it on their website. Just navigate to Services, Token Sale. They just announced a partnership as well with BX for their initial exchange offering that is starting on November 28th. You can even earn some of these tokens for free by joining their community right now and taking part in the many social media challenges that are currently on offer. To find out more, go to cobovault.com. You can also find the link in the description box below. Also, the token is going to be traded on Bancor, decentralized exchange, on Uniswap, on Moonswap, CoinPaprika. So find out more about it, join their community and their Telegram channel and everything, and make sure that you stay up to date if you want to invest in that token or if you want to grab it for free as well. Okay, now let's have a look at the markets. Okay, and we are seeing another green day today, mostly green across the board. In the last 24 hours, we're seeing that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Chainlink, Litecoin, Binance, all of the top coins are actually in the green. Only Bitcoin Cash is still suffering. It's really not doing well because of its yet another fork. I reported on that in my previous video. Polkadot is up, Cardano is up, Bitcoin SV is even up, EOS in the last 24 hours. This is where we're looking at. Okay, and Tron and Monero. Wrapped Bitcoin is actually being very popular. It is already climbed to number 15, by market cap. So there's a lot of Bitcoin wrapped in smart contracts. Fantastic, very good news. Bitcoin is actually breaking 16,000. It was 16,400 just as I was preparing for this video. Right now it's correcting a little bit. We see that it's just below 16,200, but nevertheless we did break the 16,000 range. And this was big because I said in my previous video that Thursday is going to be important for us because it will be, for the last few weeks, for the last 8 or 9 weeks actually, we've had positive Thursdays. Only one Thursday out of the last 2 months has been a negative, and we've been pumping every Thursday since. So yesterday was no exception. We did break the 16,000. We even started breaking it towards the end of Wednesday. And the whole of Thursday, the whole of yesterday was breaking 16,000. We went even to 16,600 at some point, I believe. And then we started correcting. So what does that tell us? Well, basically, we are seeing that right now, and also the dominance, Bitcoin dominance is actually high, very, very high. We haven't been that high since June this year. Ever since June, we started going down. This is the Bitcoin dominance right now that we're looking at. And we were in a sharp decline. We went all the way down to 56% at some point. And this is when the altcoins were booming. I've told you many times, we really need to be below 60% if we want the altcoins to be booming, because otherwise the money is in Bitcoin. When we are over 60% dominance over the whole crypto market, that means that money is mostly in Bitcoin. and not so much in altcoins. Right now, with Bitcoin's price going up, money has leaked out of altcoins and it's gone back into Bitcoin. Of course, some money has gone into fiat as well, or USD Tether or other stable coins, but generally altcoins are not performing very well when we are going up. However, what we are seeing right now is something that looks like we could be forming here a double top in the dominance chart, meaning that maybe from now on we can start correcting down a little bit, and this would happen if Bitcoin starts losing value. It's, you know, if we have peaked. So yeah, we're gonna see where this is taking us. Right now, I told you in my previous video, it is actually better if your money is in Bitcoin or even Ethereum rather than any of the other altcoins. However, if we look at Ethereum over the last 24 hours, it hasn't really done that much. It's only gained 0.8%, while Bitcoin in the last 24 hours gained almost 3%. So yeah, Ethereum in my previous video was at 461 and now it's at 463. Bitcoin in my previous video, however, was at 15,000 something, 15,700 maybe, or 15,500, and now it's at 16,189 right now as I speak. Okay. We can actually look at another visualization of the market. This is in the last day. What's happening? We see that the bigger bubbles here, this is cryptobubbles.net, by the way. I really like this chart. I mean, not a chart, I like this, the way they visualize this. So we see the bigger bubbles are the ones that actually have good gains. Uni is one of them. I'm gonna mention why. STX is one of them. GNT, DCR, Aave is actually doing very well. Vite, a coin that I'm not familiar with, is up 20% in the last 24 hours. In fact, it is worth $10 and the total market cap is 236 million. It is 63 in ranking. And this is a coin that I didn't really know anything in fact about, so I should pay attention to this coin. Waves is also up, Sushi is up, Dash is not doing very bad. I'll mention why as well when we go through the news. Syntaxis is doing well. This is in the last day. If we look at the weekly, we're going to see that Wi-Fi is actually doing very well in the last week, 100%, but Wi-Fi did plummet a lot. It literally lost more than 60% of its value in a matter of a few days when the main developer was rumored to have left the project. He came back on Twitter later to say that he has not left the project, but yeah, there's a bit of uncertainty surrounding Wi-Fi, so I'm not really sure whether it is a very safe investment right now. RSR is doing well in the last week, Band is doing well in the last week, Aave is doing 100% in the last week. So not bad at all, not bad. In any case, it is much safer to have your money in Bitcoin right now because, or in fiat maybe, because Bitcoin could do another push up, or even it can do a sharper correction, and if that happens, the outs will be bleeding. So until we get a bit more of a stable consolidation period for Bitcoin, I wouldn't really go into outs yet. I'll be waiting also until we see that the Bitcoin dominance declines a little bit. I wouldn't really expect the outs to be thriving, to be doing very well. So this is why for the moment my money is in Bitcoin and in USD Tether. I'm hedging, and I'm selling Bitcoin right now because I'm expecting a correction, but I've been talking about a correction every time, so don't take my word for it. It may not happen. However, I do believe that we are due a correction. If we look at the Fear and Greed Index, again, we're at almost 90% extreme greed. Extreme greed usually leads to a correction. So this is why I'm still expecting a correction. I don't know whether it's coming right now as I expect it to, or whether I will be proven wrong again. So this is not by no means a financial advice or a signal for you to be selling or anything like that. But I just feel that it would make perfect sense right now to start correcting, because it's possible that we have peaked for the moment, not generally, not for the year, but just for, for this week or for this month, it's possible that we have peaked. these were the two resistance lines that I drew last time, and these are the support lines that I've drawn previously. I told you that we will probably try to go for these resistance lines, and we will attempt to break. If we manage to break and stay above these resistance lines, this is a very bullish scenario, and we could go and challenge the 19,000, even maybe the all-time high. It's possible that we print a new all-time high this year. I personally didn't think it's very likely, but it is possible, and every time we go higher and higher, that likelihood becomes even greater. So right now I'm starting to feel that it's even more possible than before to print a new all-time high, or at least challenge the 19,700 or whatever it was, the previous all-time high. I think it was around 19,800. However, we have to stay above these resistance lines for a while before we can be confident in going for another all-time high. And in the meantime, it's also possible that we go and retrace, and a retracement from here could be easily going down to the 14,000 or even below. Let's face it, if we have usually a correction could be 20% easily, 10% easily, even 30% could be a very reasonable and healthy correction. So if we start correcting to correct 10% from here where we are currently, that will take us to the first support line that I've drawn here, and that is at the mid 14,000 range, 14,500, 14,700. If we are to correct 20% from where we are currently, that would take us here, the lower support range. And this is the higher 12,000s, almost 13,000. Whether we will break that much, I'm not really sure whether we will correct that much. I can't tell, but we even have a lower support line, which is in the mid 11,000s. And I believe that would take us, hold on, let's just squeeze this and go down to 30%. And 30% takes us pretty much at the same level as I've drawn this support line, which is 11,300, 11,500 or 11,700. It is a range, of course. It's not a fixed price. It's not just one price level. So these are the possibilities. 10%, 20%, 30% takes us to 14,000, 12,500, or even mid 11,000 range. So this is what is possible. I'm not saying that it's necessarily going to go there. In fact, I actually don't feel that we're going to do a 30% correction, at least not a sharp one. Typically, you know that we can expect once we start climbing that, like kind of steadily climbing, it's also possible that we take a sharp drop. And this is to do with market manipulation. It's possible that whales decide to just dump on us, and we, as we say in trading terms, we take the steps up, but we take the escalator down. So we could have a very long red line here that takes us all the way, breaking through these support levels all the way down here or something like that. I don't really see that happening, but it's possible. It's possible, and this is to do with the fact that the Bitcoin market is heavily manipulated. But let's go through the news first and take a look at the news, and then I'm going to talk about the possibilities. One of the first news, this is already something I reported on previously, is that PayPal already started allowing US customers only, for now, US customers only, to exchange fiat currencies into Bitcoin. Now, this is something that we announced a few videos ago, a few episodes ago, and it was still it was not just a rumor, it was confirmed by PayPal that it will happen, but we didn't know exactly when it will happen. Well, it's already reported that it's on, and even people are reporting about it. This is a Twitter user, Bitcoin BF, just bought Bitcoin on PayPal. They made it super easy. This is how Bitcoin goes mainstream. Okay, well, This is good news on one hand. On the other hand, people were quick to point out that with PayPal, you will not be able to transfer your Bitcoin, meaning that you cannot take that Bitcoin that you buy in PayPal and send it to your Ledger or any other safe wallet. It stays in your PayPal account, meaning that it could even just be digits on a screen. Meaning that when you are not holding your private key of Bitcoin, then you're not really the true owner of that Bitcoin. So this is what, not the first only comment, but many of the comments were saying here, and it's true. However, despite all of that, the fact is that many people are comfortable with PayPal. Many people are, they trust PayPal enough to leave a lot of money in their PayPal accounts, and maybe just for a quick profit, you can buy and sell Bitcoin in PayPal. And if you're not tech savvy, if you're not a trader, you're not familiar with the interfaces of trading exchange platforms, then it would be much easier for you to just do it in PayPal. Of course, they're going to have fees and everything. I don't really know, because I'm not in the US. I don't really know what is the price that they're selling it at, whether, they have a big commission or something like that. But in any case, it is mainstream. PayPal has more than 300 million users, active users. And even though it's only rolled out in the US, I'm pretty sure very soon they're gonna roll this function to other countries as well. So we will be able to use PayPal for these kind of transactions. You can just buy Bitcoin and then sell it. You can buy it at 13,000 and sell it at 16, and you've made a quick buck. Maybe you buy it at 16,000 and you sell it at 20, and you've made another quick buck. And then, it's even for people who are not very familiar with trading, they can do that. This is why I feel that PayPal is a good thing to have crypto. Of course, it is not the safest way to store your crypto in a custodial wallet like PayPal, where a third party is actually the owner of that, and they can seize it, they can freeze it, they can, they can ask you for proof of funds or whatever they want in order to comply with anti-money laundering requirements from the government and restrictions and things like that. But nevertheless, for me, this is good news for crypto, generally for crypto. Another news is there are 6 crypto assets that right now are going up because of Tika Tiwari's new announcement. I did another video about Tika Tiwari from Pound Beach Research Group. He's a big influencer when it comes to cryptocurrencies, an analyst and researcher, and he calls these coins every now and then. He sends his newsletter, for which he charges 2,000, I believe, or 2,500, or even more than that yearly subscription. And every now and then he comes up with these reports where he just picks some coins and he says that these are mooning over the next few years, and then people rush into buying them. So the latest coins that he announced: Dash, Uniswap, Zcash, Blockstack, STX, this is why it was pumping, Cosmos, Atom, and Loki Network. I'm not familiar with Loki Network. It's one of the only one here on this list that I'm not actually familiar. But Uni, this is why it was pumping. Uniswap went down to $2 at some point, and now it's around $3.25 or something like that. So I'm still feeling that Uni will actually go down more, and I'm actually selling my Uni tokens. I did have a few left. I did sell most of them when I got the airdrop. I reported on that airdrop. If you have used Uniswap exchange prior to September, the 1st of September this year, you were given a 400 Uni tokens airdrop. And when people got the airdrop, many of them started selling it. At first, the price went up, which was great for us in order to sell, but then the price started plummeting, and right now it's half of the price that it reached during the first initial few days pump. Anyway, in other news, the Ethereum World News Network is reporting that the Tron network is now hosting 15,000 wrapped Bitcoin, and this is also another reason why wrapped Bitcoin is climbing up in market cap. We see more and more Bitcoin being locked into smart contracts. The amount of wrapped Bitcoin on Tron right now is 15,000. This number is 5 times more than a month ago. So it's very quickly we are going into smart contract wrapped assets, and not just Bitcoin. Other digital assets are also doing that. This is mostly to do with decentralized exchanges that are operating on Ethereum or other smart contract platforms, so that they can't really use Bitcoin directly. They have to use this wrapped version of Bitcoin. But this is good news because it also means that the Bitcoin network itself is not being overloaded with even more transactions. And in fact, what is interesting is that this time around, so last time around when Bitcoin was at 16,000, the average fee for a Bitcoin transaction was around $30 or $20 average fee. Right now, the average fee of Bitcoin transaction is around $4 and even lower. Just a couple of days ago, we were seeing fees that were really, really low because the mempool was almost empty. The mempool is still very low on pending transactions, which is very good news. It means that right now, we don't really have that much of a volume of transactions overloading the network, and we are able to transact much cheaper than what happened when Bitcoin was at 16,000 in 2017 or even 2018. Okay, so these were the news of the day. Now, also before I go into my crypto giveaway, let's quickly just recap why is actually Bitcoin going up right now? What managed to drive Bitcoin all the way up to 16,000? I mean, just a few weeks ago, we were at 13,000 and we were struggling to break the 14,000 resistance. Then we managed to do that very quickly, and from there we jumped to 16K so fast. Well, one of the first reasons is one of the general reasons why Bitcoin is generally going up with time is the fact that it's got a fixed supply. And lately we've seen that with the COVID pandemic and economies struggling, many governments, many countries keep printing and printing and printing more money. The fiat is never ending. They can print as much as they want. Bitcoin, however, stays fixed as a supply. On top of that, you have the halving, which happened earlier this year. And typically, the halving is reducing the supply of Bitcoin. You already know that. But what we have is when the supply gets reduced, very soon after that, the market reflects that with the value going up. Last time we had a halving, a year later, we had a massive surge of Bitcoin over 1,000%, even 2,000%, I think. But the main jump, the main pump actually started just 6 or 7 months after the halving. And it really happened much faster a year after the halving. Well, right now we are 5 months after the halving, so we are entering that period. In another 5 or 6 months, we will probably be seeing much faster and much stronger pumps of Bitcoin. Also, we have a lot of institutional and high net buyers joining Bitcoin. There's been a lot of articles recently reporting, big names, institutional and investors and high net worth individuals, billionaires that are starting to pay attention to Bitcoin and start owning Bitcoin. Just a few years ago, during the pump of 2017, most of these institutional investors and being banksters like Jamie Dimon and other were saying that Bitcoin is a fraud, that Bitcoin is a scam, that it is rat poison and all of that. So right now we're seeing a change of tune. They're starting to join Bitcoin. They're starting to own Bitcoin even. So when you see notable investors showing interest or already owning crypto, that also tells other investors who pay attention to them, who are looking at what they're doing, that brings even more investors into Bitcoin. So this is very positive. This is a bullish sign. Also, we had the DeFi sector really booming this year and driving a lot of money into smart contracts and smart contract platforms. So this was a big catalyst, especially for Ethereum, which is right now really pumping with the news of Ethereum 2.0 launching just in a couple of weeks. And let's not forget the mainstream media that is blasting positive news about Bitcoin for the last few weeks constantly. Bitcoin is now really starting to be featured in mainstream media again. Last time this happened, it was during the bull run of 2017, and all the mainstream media was really positive, really bullish about Bitcoin. This is actually a bit of a red flag. I'm going to mention that in a few seconds. But generally, I want to finish with the fact that the market cycle that we are currently in is actually bullish. We have already left behind the bear market. We have already exited from even the disbelief phase, which this is what you see here on the screen is the market cycles and the market psychology. And we can see that we have already retraced. We have taken out all of the bearish signs, all of the market depression phase and the disbelief phase. We are now entering the next market cycle. We have already entered it. So we are now in a bull market. This is what I believe in, and this is why we are seeing this kind of big jumps. Of course, during a bull market, you have corrections. That's why I'm expecting a 20 or even 30% correction. To me, that will be not a problem at all. This will be a good time to reaccumulate some of the Bitcoin that I'm selling right now at the pumps. But the direction is up. Make no mistake, we will be going even higher. Now, what could drive the price lower? Well, let's face it, the market correction in response to the hype is going to happen sooner or later. I've been calling it for the last 2 weeks. It hasn't happened yet, but any day now it will. Of course, I cannot predict exactly the day or the time that it will happen, but everything is telling me that a correction is coming, and I am expecting it. I am prepared for it, and this is what I've been saying for quite some time. Also, the price above the 16,000 range for Bitcoin has only been held for 12 days previously. So this is a strong resistance. So right now that we managed to break the 16K, the question is, can we actually stay above 16K long enough to continue the jump, the pump up, or are we going to just find the resistance here and go now down to retest support? What is most likely to happen? I believe the latter. I believe that we will be testing support before we continue to go up. Another reason why, besides the fact that the fear and greed index is really high right now, the greed is really high, and as I said, when the greed is so high, a correction is coming. People might actually be cashing out right now some profits, or even people who bought Bitcoin back in 2017 or 18 around the 16,000 range. They've been holding, some of them have been holding all this time, waiting, you know, for Bitcoin to hit this price level so that they can exit without a loss. So some of these people will be exiting right now. So, or maybe if they bought it at around 13,000 range, they might be cashing out some profits right now. And of course, I mentioned market manipulation. It is also very possible that with the mainstream media hype, whales are preparing to dump on us. That has happened before many times when we see Bloomberg and CNBC and BBC and many of the other mainstream channels talk about Bitcoin all-time highs or Bitcoin breaking records and all of these things. Typically, what happens very soon after that, the whales are dumping on us, because these articles are actually created in order to suck in more people into Bitcoin, people who are not very experienced, new money coming into Bitcoin, buying it at these price levels, and then realizing that they actually bought the peak. So have we peaked already? Very likely. Not definitely, but very likely. And there can always be a black swan event. A black swan event is something that happens out of the blue. You don't really know what happened. It could be politically charged or economically, you know, it could be something that actually comes that is bad, new regulation or something, and it could actually cause a price dip. And that price dip could be 10-20% easily. So this is what could happen with Bitcoin. You know, you can never be certain in what exactly will happen with Bitcoin, but you know, this is what I'm expecting. Okay, so let's go into my giveaway. I have to give out 250 tokens to 3 winners, actually 250 tokens each to 3 lucky winners. Cobo Vault is the sponsor of this video and they're responsible for this giveaway. So I'm going to be picking up winners, and I will be doing it from this video here, 2 videos actually. I picked two of my videos. This is my 100th episode, and of course this is going to be one of the episodes that I will be picking up winners from, because it was an anniversary episode for me as well. And then I'll go to my latest episode, which is last episode 103, episode 103, and I've got the comments here. Actually, where are they? Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, all right, so what is the time right now? It is 2:28. Okay, easy. I will take second comment from here, and then second comment from here, 8, and eighth comment from here. All right, so second comment here is Jared Burt. Congrats on the 100th episode. Thank you, Jared. Another excellent video. Thank you, Jared. Thank you. Okay, so it's not a spam comment. This is what I wanted to check. And all I can say is congratulations, Jared. Now what you have to do is comment on this video. All you have to do is give me, provide your Ethereum wallet address. It has to be a Ethereum wallet that supports all ERC20 tokens. So it shouldn't be an exchange wallet or a custodial wallet. And ideally something like MetaMask or My Ether wallet or mycrypto.com. You know, these are wallets that accept all of the ERC20 tokens. Trust wallet also accept all of the ERC20 tokens. So these are the ones that ideally you should be using. If you do not want to post your Ethereum wallet address publicly for everyone, then just comment with your email address and I will email you. Congratulations to Jared Burt, the first winner out of the 3 winners of 250 tokens Cobalt Lend. Now let's go into my next video. This is video 103. Yes, episode 103. And here I'm taking also the second comment, and this is positivity. Thanks, LJ, learning about crypto from you. Okay, again, not a spam comment, which is great. Thank you for that. Thank you for not posting spam. We've come to this. Congratulations, Positivity. You are the second winner of 250 Cobalt Land tokens. Again, same thing. Comment here on this video and either leave me your Ethereum wallet address or your email, and then I will contact you to get the Ethereum wallet address that I will pass to the Cobalt Land developers, and they will distribute this airdrop to you. And I think they will be doing it at the end of their token sale, but I don't really have a date. So I don't really know exactly when they're going to do it. They might even do it right away. I can't promise that. But in any case, I will pass them the details as soon as I get them from you. So try to watch this video as soon as possible and comment as soon as possible in the next few days. Okay, and then I have to pick the 8th comment as well, isn't it? It was 228. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is Ruby Pierre, who says he hopes he will be the next winner. Congratulations, you are the next winner. You are the 3rd winner of the Cobalt Land Token Challenge giveaway that I announced a week ago. So congratulations, Ruby. Same thing. Leave a comment here below this video with your Ethereum wallet address that is a non-custodial wallet supporting all ERC20 tokens, or just your email address so that I can email you. And I will delete the comment after that so that, you know, random people don't steal your email and start spamming you or something. But this is the easiest way for me to, you know, to be in contact, because if I move to any other platform, I risk getting some sort of a scam happening. Like last time I did a giveaway, which was in the summer. I announced the winners here on YouTube, but I asked them to message me on Twitter. And as they messaged me on Twitter, one of them, in fact, happens to be a fraudulent account. Someone opened an account on Twitter with a fake name just to mimic the name of the winner of that giveaway. It was a $50 giveaway in Bitcoin. I sent the Bitcoin to them, and then the actual winner messaged me on YouTube and said, when am I gonna get my, my prize? And then I realized that I actually sent the money to the wrong person. So this is why I'm asking you to comment here on this video from the same account as the one that you commented on my other videos, so that I can see that everything is the same, that this is the same account and there is no fraud happening. So this is the only way, guys. I don't want you to email me or to tweet me or anything else. I want you to leave a comment here from the same YouTube account that you used for the other comments that you are winning with, okay? This is as good as I can do it. Right, well, this is everything for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Congratulations to the winners. And also, if you haven't done that yet, please subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I'm posting a new video. I will be doing more giveaways and more airdrops, and I will be doing some more great content for you coming in the next few weeks. So make sure that you are following. And for all of you who are leaving comments and likes and everything, thank you very much. It means the world to me. It really helps as well for the ranking of these videos and to get more views and everything. And of course, this is why I'm doing these videos. If you found value in this video, share it with someone else who would also find value and benefit from watching it. This is everything from me today. Thanks for watching until the end, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.